so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good Morning Vail.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TVA. I hope you had a wonderful Saturday. I'm your host, Liz, and I have to just tell you how excited I am about all the outdoor activities that we have coming up. With the sunshine that we've been teased with, we know that we can't wait to get outdoors and enjoy all of the activities that are coming up. This is what I'd like to call a mark your calendar segment. So get ready, get a pen, and I'm going to tell you all about the great things. They have things that are going on at the Little Beach Amphitheater, Avon Live, Sunset Live at Nottingham Park. Of course, we have the Gerald Ford Amphitheater and the GoPro Mountain Games. So a couple of things I want you to mark your calendars for. There's going to be Pride in the Park on June 3rd. That's going to take place at Nottingham Park in Avon. There's a big parade, so many wonderful acts, dancing, and such levity. You're going to have a great time. Everything at Nottingham Park is open to the public, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Pride in the Park is going to be something really, really magnificent. And then, of course, Avon and Sunset Live are coming. Now, they also have the Battle of the Bands coming to Nottingham Park, and that's going to be amazing. That's going to be on June 14th. But everything else that they have at Nottingham Park is going to be amazing. You can see on the screen so many wonderful things that are going to take place. The greatest thing that I love about Sunset Live is that you get to go, you get to see all your friends, sit on the grass, be amongst so many people. You can bring a couple of libations, just don't be silly and debaucherous. And then you can get out there and watch amazing entertainment. It's all free, everybody. And then at the end, you can watch that sunset with your friends and just enjoy, embrace the magic of the valley. It's absolutely beautiful. And the lineup of bands they have coming up are just incredible. So definitely check that out, you guys. And I mentioned Pride in the Park. And then, of course, our GoPro Mountain Games are coming in June. Oh my goodness, the Vail Valley Foundation is really throwing down for this one. Check out all of the great things that are happening for the GoPro Mountain Games. You can get your pencil and mark up some of these great dates, but there's music, of course, sports, and there's dog adoptions. Don't forget about the dog adoptions, because that's really cool. You can get on over there and add a pooch to your home. But the sports are going to be amazing, and the music lineup is incredible. I already know a couple of groups that are going to be playing. So you got to check that out, okay? It's going to be really, really magnificent. We have the brothers from the Black Crows that are going to be playing for the Mountain Games, and that's going to be really, really fun, and so much more. I'm not going to tell you too much. I want you to be excited about that. And then we have Blues, Brews, and Barbecue coming up, and that's going to be on June 16th, another thing to mark. That's going to be really great. That's going to be over at State Bridge. What that is, it's a Blues, Brews, Barbecue for boobs. So what it is, it's going to raise money for breast cancer awareness and keep everybody just in the know and all of that great stuff. But if you know anything about State Bridge, that is the best place ever. They've got cabins. You can also do some tent camping. Then they have a great area for the music. And then, of course, the water's right there. You can go rafting during the day, too. See what I mean? There's just so many fun outdoor activities coming up, and I just can't wait. And if you like some indoor stuff, well, over at the Villar Performing Arts Center, we have the tallest man in the world coming. That should be interesting. I'm 5'3". I want to stand next to that guy. But not only do they have that, they just have an amazing lineup of incredible things for the entire family going on at the Villar Performing Arts Center. Go to villarpac.org to check that out. 25 years long we are celebrating over at the Villar Pier. And I'll tell you what, it's the greatest indoor place you can imagine. There are no bad seats in the house. And as you can see on the screen, look at that beautiful lineup. A lot of magic, mystery, dance, magic, and music over at the Villar Performing Arts Center. And then, of course, we can't forget the Ford Amphitheater. That is a big outdoor venue that we have coming up. So many great things that are happening. The biggest show that I'm excited about is Chicago. Chicago. They're coming on August 11th. I can't wait to see that. They have Shaky Graves coming in. They're going to have the Vail Valley Foundation Community Concert. And as you can see, just so many things. And my favorite part about Gerald Ford Amphitheater in the summertime is Hot Summer Nights. That is a free concert series. Every Tuesday night, they will give us complimentary shows, and let me tell you, that's going to be amazing as well. I love Hot Summer Nights. Another place to go, gather with friends and have such a great time. Go to grfavail.com to find out the entire lineup for that. And let's get ready for a great show for Sunday morning, everybody. This is Liz for TVA Vail, and we'll be right back after we take a look at the weather.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Maddie from TVA Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to TV8, everybody. Happy Sunday. I know that when I wake up at about 5:45 in the morning to get up here, I'm not really ready for breakfast, but right about now, my belly's growling. So I want a big breakfast. And if you want to learn about making something super cool. We always have Cooking with Tracy, and today in the kitchen we're going to show you a clip of her making this breakfast frittata that's super delightful. So we're going to check that out, and then I'm going to go and eat one.
So breakfast, are you a breakfast eater? Me, I wake up hungry. I dream about scrambled eggs. Like, I love breakfast. I have to eat breakfast. I read studies about breakfast all the time. I think I could probably do better healthfully with breakfast, but I like eggs, and I'm not full if I don't eat an egg. I actually talked to my doctor, can I eat eggs? Are they high in cholesterol? They're really, really good for you, and they're really good for your brain. So today we're gonna make a frittata. If you've ever heard of a frittata, it is like one of the easiest egg dishes to make. However, if you have not purchased your cast iron pan yet, I'm slapping your wrist, because we, again, are going to start on the stove and finish in the oven. A frittata is just like an egg scramble that you fry up on the bottom and then you put it in the oven to kind of crisp up the top. It's a little bit of a well-cooked scrambled egg. So sometimes people are like, they need like the undercooked egg, they like the runny eggs. You might not like a frittata if you don't like your eggs cooked all the way through. But we're gonna mix the frittata with roasted red peppers. So you have jars of roasted red peppers. I'm actually gonna tell you a whole bunch of things to do, and we're gonna take a break while you prep and I prep, and then we're gonna come back together. So for the eggs, we'll worry about the eggs later. You put 5 of them in a bowl, 6 of them in a bowl actually, and stir them up, whisk them up so that they're nice and blended together. And then with the roasted red pepper, which is really nice that we got the jars of roasted red peppers, because you save yourself a step. What we're gonna do with those is we're just gonna dice them up. Remember, we julienne the pepper and then we dice it up into little small pieces. This is gonna go in our egg frittata. So cut up about 3/4 of a cup of roasted red pepper. And then our second dish today is going to be home-style potatoes. So we're gonna make a potato on top of the stove that is gonna taste way better than any diner you go to, and it's gonna be chock full of nutrients. We're gonna start with our mirepoix. It's a combination of onions, carrot, and celery. And that's how we are gonna start. We're gonna put a lot of veggies into our potatoes. So make sure you cut up the proper amount of onions, celery, and carrots for your mirepoix. And then I'd like you to cut up your potatoes. So first of all, peel your potato. Again, we're going back to, is it that healthy? Potatoes are very healthy. They're more healthy when you keep the skin on. So if you're looking for a little more health, keep the skin on. If you don't want the skin, peel them off. And then I'm gonna need you to chop them up. So what we're gonna do to chop up the potatoes to make them really nice is we are going to slice them this way. And be careful because we don't have a solid surface yet. So slice your potatoes like that. And then I don't like to waste any, but if you want them perfect, you could cut them into a square and then slice them. And then pile them up together and slice them again twice. And then we're gonna slice them this way. Try to keep the potatoes, the carrots, and the onions all at about the same size, because what's gonna happen is we're gonna put them in a pan and fry them up. We need them all to cook at about the same temperature and the same level. So if they're cut around the same size, then they're probably gonna cook about the same time. Especially cutting these potatoes really small like this, that will give us that will help them cook a little faster, because you know potatoes take a long time. Okay, so I want you to dice your potatoes, make your mirepoix, which is your onion, your carrot, and your celery. Put 6 eggs in a bowl, have them all whisked together, and dice up 3/4 of a cup of the roasted red pepper. Meanwhile, before we get started on that, I just kind of wanted to give you a cool recipe that you can use anytime for anything. And these are oatmeal balls. Actually, I hate to admit it, but I don't love oatmeal. I don't even really like it that much. So anytime that I'm gonna eat oatmeal, or I wanna eat oatmeal, or I wanna have whole oats in my life, I have to use what I call training wheels. So my daughter actually came up with this recipe, and it has oatmeal, mini chocolate chips, peanut butter, Rice Krispies, and honey. And they are absolutely delicious oatmeal balls that we're gonna make, and they're going to, you can either have them for breakfast, you can give them to the kids for snack, you can have them in your car, bring them to work. They're delicious, and they're packed with nutrients with the peanut butter, the honey, and the oatmeal. But when you put all this stuff in a bowl together to combine it, and you want to use your hands, and peanut butter is super sticky, make sure you wet your hands and then combine it all. Continue to wet your hands and roll those into little balls. So today we're making a roasted red pepper frittata. We need 3/4 of a cup of red pepper, 6 eggs in a bowl stirred up. We need potatoes, onion, celery, and carrots all chopped up. But we're going to take a quick break while we all prep. I'm going to get my hands nice and wet, roll some balls. I'll see you back here in a couple of minutes when we're ready to start heating things up.
Welcome back, everybody. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious? I can't wait to see the finished product with Tracy, cooking with Tracy in the kitchen, making an amazing breakfast frittata. We'll be right back with more TV8 Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now we've got a Rumple blanket with us, which this is the original puffy blanket, and if you have not seen one of these, well then they are great for the environment. And the reason that is because this blanket right here is made out of 60 recycled water bottles. So I'm just going to fold this down a little bit. You can see what the blanket looks like. These are absolutely amazing if you're getting out there to do anything outside. They are water and stain resistant, as they are finished with a DWR on there, making it nice and convenient for all of your outdoor needs. Not only does it curl up into this nice little packaging, so it's super low-key, mellow to take anywhere with you, but as well as getting it out and about, it is made with synthetic insulation, which means that it is machine washable. So if you do spill something on it, it's super easy to get nice and clean. You can see that this is a beautiful one with the Arches National Park on it. You can head over to Sun and Ski Sports to get your hands on one of these fabulous blankets, or you can go to their website at sunandski.com, and that way you can order one right to your house. We want to thank them for bringing you this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more, and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back, everybody. Happy Sunday. It's TV8 Vail. I'm your host, Liz. Now, if your bellies are growling like mine is, we're going to find out the finished product and see how that frittata comes out with Tracy from Cooking with Tracy. Let's take a look.
There we go. These are oatmeal peanut butter balls, and they're absolutely delicious. They're a mess to make, but well worth the time, because you can make a whole bunch of them. You can actually freeze them. Your kids will like them. You'll like them, and they're pretty healthy for you. I like to use the mini chocolate chips because whenever I use the big ones, it just feels like I took every health component out of it and it just tastes like dessert. But this also has peanut butter and honey in it, so that's going to give you some energy. These, in my opinion, are a good like 3 o'clock snack when you're starting to hit that slump. Easy to make, just make sure your hands are wet when you're balling them up. They're delicious. You're going to like them. Your kids are going to like them. Everyone's going to like them. Even everyone in the office is going to like them. Alrighty, so now let's get to our breakfast. Breakfast, most important meal of the day. It's been proven, and I completely agree with it. There are a lot of studies that show if you don't eat breakfast, you tend to eat worse throughout the day, and most people that are overweight tend to skip breakfast. So having really healthy meals throughout the day is a great way to start your day. We have our mirepoix, which we've talked about now a couple of times. So I have celery, carrots, and onions frying up in the pan. I kind of started them a little bit earlier than the potatoes because those carrots, they can really take a little bit of time. And now this might seem a little peculiar to you in breakfast potatoes, but the more veggies you add to start your day, the more full you're going to feel. Like carrots are really, they're going to start to fill you up. So don't forget to season as you go. I have my salt and pepper mixture right here, and all I like to do is just kind of sprinkle it on as we go. We're building flavor profiles as we go. This is sauteed in olive oil. So olive oil is going to be the oil, once again, we're going to use today. Olive oil doesn't particularly like a high heat, but when you have some veggies in there, it really can handle it pretty well. So now I'm going to add my diced up potatoes, and I'm going to spread them all around my pan because I want everything to be spread out nice and evenly so it all starts to cook really nicely. Now this dish probably takes about 20 to 30 minutes to cook just because all of these vegetables are kind of root vegetables, so they take a little bit longer. So just put them in here, pat them down with your hand if you're brave. Don't forget, we're putting cold potatoes into a warm pan, so if you're not already cranked up, you can crank it up a little bit and keep an eye on it. We're also going to season it once again with our salt and pepper mixture. So season as we go. Now what's going to happen here is all those vegetables are going to start to cook and they're going to secrete their juices. So their juices are going to come out and that's going to kind of boil the vegetables. We don't want that. We want that caramelization on these veggies at this point. So you want it to be over high heat and you want to let them sit for like 5 minutes before you move them around because we want them to get that crisp. Then we'll start moving them around and their natural juices will keep them moist enough to cook. So you really don't need that much olive oil. I put about a tablespoon on the bottom of the pan and that's all you need. All right, moving on to our frittata. This is one of those recipes like if you're super hungry or you're coming back from church on Sunday and you need food immediately. This is one of the fastest egg dishes you can make. Cast iron pan or a pan that you can take from the stove to the oven. So what we're going to do now is warm this cast iron pan up. I'm going to get it nice and hot. And a frittata is going to be just pretty much an egg bake. We're going to start it here so the bottom gets kind of fried up. Then we're going to finish it in the oven. Again, it is a really, really quick meal to make. So we have our roasted red peppers that are already diced. And these roasted red peppers that you get in the can or the jar, they're excellent. They save you a ton of time. You can add them to so many things. But if you have a can of them and you have some left over, do not put the can in your refrigerator. Make sure you take those roasted red peppers out of the can, put them in a clean jar or a Tupperware. Don't store things in the cans that you've already opened because they can really grow a lot of bacteria and not be healthy. So if you get a big can of something, this usually happens to me with refried beans. I'll eat like half of it, and then the next half I just want to put saran wrap over it and put it in the oven, in the refrigerator. Don't do that. Take it out of your can and store it in something else. That's gonna increase the shelf life. And then it can last like a week or two in your fridge. So use them up. Add them to a salad, add them to your scrambled eggs, add them to your pizza or your sauces or anything like that. Okay, my pan is starting to warm up. I have 6 eggs, and now I always want to say I'm going to scramble them, but I'm not scrambling them because there's no heat on them. So I'm just going to whisk them around. If you have a whisk, that's a nice thing to use. I don't add any cream or anything. I just do straight up egg because it's super healthy for you. And I add some cheese, straight up egg and cheese because it's really delicious. Okay, so this is going to be a thin frittata. That's nice. Make sure you really give this a stir. Like even maybe see some bubbles so that you know everything is mixed up, because you don't want to put that in your pan and then have like one big hunk of egg yolk or something like that. Okay, my pan is pretty hot. I'm definitely going to feel the sizzle when I get in there. I have olive oil, so heart healthy olive oil. Doesn't want a real high heat, is really good for you, and has a decently mellow flavor. We're going to coat the pan in olive oil, and I'm going to make sure I spread that all around because we want this egg to come out of the pan. That's like the real trick right there. We want the egg to come out of the pan. All right, you can feel that it's getting warmed up a little bit. My roasted red peppers are cold, and so I'm going to put them in the pan first so they warm up, and I'm going to spread them all over the pan. Kind of put my sleeves down. The oil is kind of fighting back a little. Now this is not one that you want to use your hands to spread that around. So just try to get some even coverage. There we go. You can use any vegetable you want in these frittatas, and that's why these are really nice, because they're a great way to get some eggs in your system and get some veggies early in the morning. All right, so we've got those. They're warmed up nicely. Put a little salt and pepper on them. And now let's pour our eggs. Let me rewind for one hot sec, actually. I have my oven on broil. So we're gonna go to the oven in a second, and I wanna show you where we put the grate in the oven, because you kinda want it up high next to the broiler, because we're gonna broil the top part of this. So let's get the eggs in, and then we'll take a look at the oven.
Welcome back, everybody. Gosh, I thought that was the finished product, but in the 8 o'clock hour, we will finish showing you how to make that breakfast frittata with Cooking with Tracy. It's going to be amazing. It's well worth the wait. We'll be right back with more Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail right here on TV8.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Viewers' Choice Awards, where we celebrate the videos that got the most views on our YouTube page from you, our viewers. I'm Maddie Evans, and let's see who's taking home the prizes for the month of April. Taking home the bronze is Good Morning Vail's April 13th edition, featuring the Vail Christian High School Theater Department. The silver award goes to Good Morning Vail on April 10th, featuring RecruiterGuy Bill Humbert. The gold goes to Good Morning Vail on April 22nd. The scoreboard covers track and field at Eagle Valley High School. The Platinum Award goes to Good Morning Vail on April 6th, featuring lacrosse with VMS and Eagle Valley High School. And clinching the #1 spot and taking home the Diamond Award, Good Morning Vail on April 15th, the Pike family from Florida giving us their rendition of Good Morning Vail. If you missed any of these trending videos, make sure that you check out our YouTube page, TV8's Good Morning Vail, and check out the playlist for the Viewers' Choice Awards for the month of April. Thank you so much for joining me. I've been your host, Maddie Evans, and I'll see you next time.
Tune into Coffee with America and start your day in the right direction, where we go over the latest and greatest in health, lifestyle, entertainment, and more. Start your day off on Coffee with America.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm your host, Gretchen Pleshaw. We're here in Edwards, Colorado at Shine Intuitive Beauty. I am here today with Michelle at the beautiful Shine Intuitive Beauty in the heart of Edwards, Colorado. I am so excited. I come here a lot and I love the products. I love the people. The energy feels so good here. How are you doing, Michelle?
I'm good. How are you?
I am feeling so good. And she is definitely dressed the part of the whole spa because this whole concept is so beautiful and it feels so good. And correct me if I'm wrong, it's all about feeling good from the inside and exuding that outwardly.
Yes, absolutely. That's our goal. We really want our clients to feel comfortable and confident when they come in. And if we're doing just anything to help that healing journey, then we're doing our job. So.
And I love that whole concept because you do so many different things from, I know all of this, facials. I've done almost all of these things, true story.
Yes, exactly.
From facials to eyebrows to eyelashes to, I mean, could you tell us all the things that you do here to make people feel good from the inside out?
Sure. I mean, it's all across the board. We really focus on holistic skincare and facials and taking a more progressive approach versus just jumping right into something very aggressive or, something that could harm the skin. We do some amazing facials. We also do some more clinical facials like microneedling, but still with a holistic approach. And then a lot of other beauty treatments, body waxing, organic spray tanning. I specialize in eyebrow artistry and microblading. That's my jam. So
we're laughing about this because look how amazing her eyebrows are.
Oh,
and
thanks.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah.
I am one that loves a good eyebrow tint as well as microblade, and so I know I'm definitely going to come and see you for that. And I love the whole approach of all of this is holistic. Can you kind of explain what that means to people?
Sure. So we're an Eminence Organic certified spa. Eminence they're pretty well known in the skincare world, so they're fully organic. Everything is very cold pressed. They use a lot of herbs and whole foods, fruits and vegetables in their products, but also they're very science backed. So we're not only nourishing the skin, but making a real change in the skin with clean ingredients. So that's a big pillar.
See, and I love that because I'm a huge believer, I should say, a firm believer, and everything that you put on yourself, inside of yourself, that is who you are. It makes up your chemical makeup.
Yes,
and so
absolutely.
This is a big deal. And I have to say, in this particular location, it's so beautiful and it's full of light and it just feels airy and good. And everything here feels like you're healing yourself, which is, it sounds like your whole concept.
Yeah, that's our whole concept. I mean, we want people to come in and just feel that sense of relaxation and inner peace.
I love that.
I want it to be like a respite from the everyday. So.
The hustle.
The hustle, yeah.
And how did you pick the name Shine?
Oh, the name Shine. So, we We started as a waxing studio
Right.
when we first opened about 6 years ago now, and then with this move over here to this beautiful, bright, like airy space, I really just wanted something a little more meaningful and kind of all-encompassing as far as everything that we offer. So it took me a while to nail down the name, and I kind of was just playing around with like, how do I want people to feel when they come in, and what are we doing for people in our services? And I kind of just, you know, it took a while, but Shine Intuitive Beauty, we want people to shine from the inside out and feel amazing inside, I mean, which is so important versus just our outer appearance, right? So we want people to shine, and then Intuitive Beauty, everyone is so different. Every skin is so different. Every person is so different. So it's definitely a different treatment for every person based on the day, based on the human. So.
And that's what I love the most about this space and about you guys, the brilliant kind of concept of everyone is so different, and someone might come in for the same thing as a friend, maybe come together, and then it's going to be a totally different experience. You're going to look at each individual and make it kind of make it more towards them, the human being, who they are, what they're feeling that day, which is so cool.
Yeah,
that is so neat.
Everyone's skin is so different, and even just based on the day, like how we're feeling, like what we're doing. So we definitely use our knowledge and our intuition to like curate the treatment. So.
And I have to say I love this too, because I, again, have been a long time fan of you guys and customer, and it's such a safe space. I know I've come in here, happy days, really sad, hard days, like a little bit off, and you do feel lighter and brighter when you leave. So thank you for creating Shine. It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, that's another like pillar of ours. We invite everyone in, like every, you know, man, woman, like every age, every color, gender. Like we want everyone to come in and feel comfortable and feel like they can like be themselves here. So
I love that.
Yeah.
You are definitely the pillar of glitz and glam, which is glitz and glam from the inside out. And it's true. You know, as much as people sometimes don't like to say this, when you feel good on the outside, it does help the inside. So it's kind of a win-win situation.
Absolutely. Yeah, when we feel good, and this is, I mean, it goes kind of just with our core values. When we feel good, and when we as estheticians know that we're helping people feel good, and like they can go out in their day and make a positive impact on everyone else, like that's just our main kind of goal.
Pay it forward concept.
Exactly.
I love that. Thank you so much, Michelle. You're amazing.
Thank you, Gretchen.
I'm here with Jessica, who is a student intern here at Shine Intuitive Beauty. How are you doing, Jessica?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am so good. I love your energy. I love that you're so excited to talk. What are we talking about today? All things products, maybe?
All things products. I mean, one thing when I came into Shine Intuitive Beauty, I think I was really trying to navigate my way of where I wanted to be in the aesthetics world. I've worked in a dermatologist office, I've worked at resorts, and I really just wanted to find this like happy medium of like somewhere more holistic but still getting results with driven skincare. So Eminence was definitely up my alley.
I love that. Did you hear about Eminence before you came in here, or did you learn about it here?
Yes, actually, when I had my first son, I was dealing with this like pregnancy acne that I've never had before. And my sister was working at a spa in Vail, and they had Eminence, and the Stone Crop products were amazing. They were like life-changing.
I love that. And so how did you come about to be here at Shine?
You know, I was finishing up my hours for school, and COVID happened, so it kind of prolonged this process, and I was kind of just at home not working, and I interviewed for the front desk, and they seen on my resume that I was a student. And
I love it.
You know what? I walked in that morning. I was like, I'm going to go introduce myself, because my mom always taught me, if you want a job, you got to go show them who you are. And so I came in here that morning, and the energy is just, it's warming, it's inviting, and you want to be here.
And I love that you said that, because all of you that work here have this same beautiful energy of just, you feel so safe and happy, and you're excited to be here.
Exactly. Thank you. I know that's definitely something that I wanted in skincare too. I was scared to go into aesthetics at first because I thought it was more of the glitz and glam, and I'm like, I'm not that girl. And then I found like this whole science side of it and just the making people happy and comfortable about themselves.
I love that you said that, because Glitz and Glam with Gretchen, you know, this segment, it was, people hear that sometimes and they think it's going to be this overtly over the top, but I am all about the same, what you're saying is just feeling beautiful from the inside and showing that on the outside and shining your true beauty.
Exactly.
That's so neat.
Exactly. And I know Eminence has definitely helped me a lot with that and changing my skincare. And I've had medical products before, medical grade, and I mean, these work just as fine with clean ingredients, and you're getting results.
What's your favorite Eminence project or
product? They just came out with the tropical superfood superfood collection. And this pineapple refining tonic is
I saw that.
Amazing.
And pineapple. That's very random. I
It
like
smells like
that.
you need a cocktail and you need to be on the beach. But
I love that.
It's amazing. It has smaller enzymes, so it's not going to irritate the skin, but you're still going to get driven acids to really kind of eat away at the dead skin cells. So.
I love, and it smells like pineapple. It doesn't get much better than that with a sunshine pineapple. I like it.
I know. I love it.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. I'm with my friend Jody, who's an amazing esthetician here at Shine Intuitive Beauty. How are you doing, Jody?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, and I know you do so many things. I mean, I don't even know if I could list them all. Yeah. What is your favorite thing that you do amongst everything that you do?
I've been an esthetician for quite a while. Came on with Michelle and Matt a week before COVID, before we shut down. So we've all grown together into this amazing space. Yeah. Michelle and Matt have put great energy in this. So really, I love to do all the facials. We do that. I do a ton of waxing. That is one thing. With summer coming, we'll get everybody ready with bathing suit bodies. We do the self-tanning, or the spray tanning here.
I love that.
So it is actually beet tan, and one of my friends formulated it in Savannah. It's made out of beets.
Wow.
So the beets with the sugar and the formula mix with your pH to give you your own color. So whatever you tan as out in the sun, your skin will come out like that.
I'm coming in next week to do this.
And it's all vegan, which is awesome too, and organic.
Amazing.
So it mixes well with the energy we have going with all the products.
So is the beet spray tan, I'm so interested in this. Is this, you guys just have this product? Your friend actually?
So she formulated this in Savannah.
Okay.
It's all over the country now.
Wow.
So she has different locations.
That's
we actually
amazing.
sell product as well. We have the self tanner and boosters to keep your spray tan going after you get sprayed.
Well, and I think it's so interesting with this because people don't always realize, they think, oh, it's like a spray tan, but you're actually being safe and not getting, even when you're in the sun, doesn't it have some kind of SPF to help you not burn as much? And
it doesn't have an SPF, but it being estheticians in a spa, we don't want people to go out in the sun
as much,
getting the sun damage and any of the hyperpigmentation. So doing the spray tan is a great way to keep your skin protected and not have any of this skin damage.
I love that. And facials, you said, that's something I'm super into. And my skin personally is so dry here. I know so many people's are living in Colorado with the weather, the climate. Do you do like a deep moisturizing kind of facial, or,
We do. I mean, that's really what we touch on a lot with is hydration, being in the mountains.
Awesome.
So we have a few facials with like gua sha, which does a lot of massage to get the blood flowing, to create more oxygen into the skin.
Cool.
But that's basically, we do really we try to promote hydration in our facials.
I love that.
We do microneedling as well.
Okay.
Which is a little bit more than the holistic side of facials. It's more of the medicinal, medical end.
Okay.
So it's going to help with the texture of your skin. It's going to get that collagen and elastin pumping. It's going to make that start growing again.
Cool.
So yeah, no, We do a wide variety. My favorite, though, is the microneedling.
This sounds like a one-stop shop. You can come in here and get all prepared to have beautiful skin for this summer.
Yeah, no, we do everything. Yeah.
I love that. And how long have you been an esthetician for?
18 years.
Wow. So you know your stuff. You're good.
Yeah. Been on for quite a while.
That is so awesome. And what is your favorite thing about working in this space at Shine Intuitive Beauty?
Working in this space, it's just bright. The energy is amazing.
Yeah.
Working with Matt, Michelle, and Jessica has been wonderful.
Yes.
I couldn't have asked for better people that I've met coming on before COVID, so it's been great.
And that's wild. Yeah. What a journey to get here. COVID, and then you guys are killing it. You're doing amazing. That's
this
awesome.
space is amazing. It's great to see people outside walking by and everything.
I love that. Well, thank you for making everyone beautiful from the, I guess, outside in and inside out.
Yeah, thank you.
One person at a time. Keep it right here for more of the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good Morning Vail.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Hi, it's Maddie from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you" on Channel 92? Because we're always bringing you more Good Morning Vail every day from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More scoreboard updates every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. More Good Day Vail, 2 back-to-back episodes daily at 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. More news segments and shows highlighting our local community. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or on our website at tv8vail.com.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, real homeowners tackle really big renos.
Welcome to the ugliest house in the neighborhood.
It's a wild ride from before to after.
If we go to the tile store one more time, only one of us is coming out alive.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do all that.
Between the budget and the timeline, it's makeover madness.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller on TV8 Vail. Tracy brings you the best in fresh and healthy foods for the active outdoor lifestyle. Stream online at tv8vail.com or find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on 92.
This show spotlights the latest innovations to create a greener planet. Join us next time as we explore new green ideas and present interesting green stories, and show you how some people are becoming real green.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Liz. One of my favorite things to do is expand my horizons, push my limits, and try and do art. One of my favorite places to do that is at Alpine Arts. They're located in Riverwalk, and it's just a wonderful place. Lauren Merrill is the one that I love to go see. She hosts these incredible classes, canvas and cocktails, if you will. It's really fun. You get to have a couple of drinks and learn a new medium of art. It's always something fantastic. We're going to take a look right now at her interview to show you all the great things that Alpine Arts has to offer us here in the Valley.
If you're looking for something to do that's really fun with the whole family, or maybe an adult special activity, well, Alpine Arts Center has you covered, and I'm standing here with the owner, Lauren. Good morning, Lauren.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for meeting with me. I love this space only because you walk in and you just immediately feel happy that there's so much self-expression going on in here.
Yes, definitely. We've got lots of creative things. You can walk around and see local artwork that's made. We do art supplies. We have lots of drop-in art and then classes.
And the classes, that's the fun part. Let's get into that right now, especially because you're switching over from summer camps and everything that you've done all summer. Now school is starting, so there's a little bit of adult-friendly stuff going on now, which you guys always have, but you've got a lot of classes coming up.
Yeah, so we have our last day of summer camps tomorrow, and then we transition into fall. We're doing Form Your Own art clubs that are starting up soon, so we have information on our website about art clubs, and you can go on there and find out how to form a club, but you can get a group of friends together, any age, so from toddler, mommy and me kind of classes, through kids after school classes, adult classes during the day and the evenings, homeschool, anything like that.
Which this is such a good resource that we have here in our community, and especially as we all kind of know that the arts is something that's really big here in Eagle County because they spend so much time bringing it to life in all of the art events that take place, and so it's really cool that you can start your kids doing it at such a young age, but then as an adult, if you're looking for a great outlet or maybe a way to spend some quality time with your friends because you've got a busy life and a busy schedule, this is a good way to commit to that.
Yeah, and so you can set up like a 6-week, a 10-week, whatever week session that you want to do, and it's a nice way to have something to look forward to each week and to get creative. It can be a painting club, a clay club. Tonight we actually have a pottery wheel class for adults, so things like that as well.
Which we love to see all of that really come to life. And then, of course, you have so many classes that you do that people can just sign up for. Maybe if they just need to take themselves on a solo date. Like, I think that I need to come and do one of my very solo dates here and just enjoy and kind of enjoy the ambiance of everyone enjoying the self-expression.
Yeah, it's good for solo dates, good for date nights, it's good for birthday parties, things like that. And so, we have kind of a little bit of everything, and we can customize what the club is like. We also offer drop-in art, so you can come in anytime. We have like a drop-in menu you can look at and choose lots of different projects and do something more independent, set up private lessons. So there's a lot of different formats that you can do classes. We also have some classes coming up. We do a series with Town of Vail. So Tuesday, we're doing self-marbling with Town of Vail. That's a really fun one. We only do a certain number of times a year. It's really fun to watch and to participate in.
Okay, and can you explain self-marbling?
So there's a tray of a mystery solution, and you basically lay your paints on there, and you can swirl them around in all different designs and patterns, and the paint stays on the surface. Then you lay your scarf or tie or sash or handkerchief into it, and it immediately sets. It's just one of these like very mesmerizing processes to watch, and you can have in 15 minutes a finished piece that is wearable and worthy of giving as gifts, and so it's really a cool process.
That's incredible, and it's so cool that this is something that's just right at the fingertips of everyone here in our community, and yet they don't know it.
Right. So come on Tuesday. You can kind of do that during the concert, and during and before the concert, starting at 3:30, and then you can listen to music while you're doing it at Ford Amphitheater.
And where can people come to do that in Vail?
It's at Ford Amphitheater. It's in the lobby area, so that big white tented area. We'll be out there, and even if you don't want to make one on your own, definitely come check it out. If you haven't seen that process, it's really fun to watch.
And do people need to register online to be able to do this, or can they just walk right up and participate?
A lot of our classes are registered, but this one in particular is just going to be a walk up and participate. And so you can kind of check out the few people going before you. There's usually a short line, and then you can see how the process works and then do your own.
Which then if you need a nice hair accessory to participate in the concert, you can make yours right before you walk in to enjoy the live music, which there's nothing better than that.
It might be a little wet, but you can definitely wear it after the fact, yes.
I mean, that is right. We're in monsoon season. That never hurt anyone. A little bit of moisture is fine for the people, but that's so cool that that's something I didn't know was offered. And so what a fun way to participate in a cool arts and crafts project right before enjoying the live music. It really shows the amount of creativity that's here in our community.
Yeah, and if you go onto our website, you can see a lot of the different events that are coming up because it's hard to talk about all of them, but there's lots of different things we offer. And so on there is a great way to see samples of all the projects. You can also schedule birthday parties and private lessons and all different things from our website.
And so if people are interested in coming in to do some drop-by art, let's talk a little bit about what the options are there, because I know you guys do everything from pottery to painting to kind of guiding people through maybe a sketch class. So if people are interested in doing drop-by art, what are all their options?
So we have, I think the most popular would be paint pottery is one for sure. We have a whole listing of, you can kind of go on the wall and choose your pieces and then sit down and make a pottery piece. We also have clay sculpture and then canvas painting. For the canvas paintings, we have a whole book of ideas that kind of shows you step by step what you might be doing. And then you can kind of follow through or you can do your own. And then lots of crafts like masks and picture frames and great souvenirs for if you're out traveling on vacation. So a lot of different things. And then we have an art store. So in the store you can get to-go kits if you want to take something home with you. And then we also carry lots of local artwork for sale. So really nice like handmade gifts all made by local artists.
Which is really cool because that is another wonderful aspect of our community is supporting the local artists and bringing their work to life. Like you can go to any of the farmers markets around town and you'll see these local artists work, but then you can also see them in some of the bigger name stores like you guys here, where if you're into pointillism, shout out to my girl Augustina again, because her work is so amazing and I love to see it everywhere because it's something that takes so much time and so much patience to create these pieces, and yet everyone here in our community supports her so beautifully.
Yeah, we love having her work here. We also have a really fun event next Saturday, the 27th. We're doing an art battle event in Riverwalk. And so that is a really cool event to see. Basically, artists will have 3 hours to compete. They start a piece and finish a piece during the event. It's going to be right outside of the Art Center. And so there'll just be lots of different things they can do at that. And then we'll have live music. And it's a great time to kind of like support local artists in the community.
I was chatting with the boys when I first walked in here about this event because it sounds absolutely incredible, and to get the streets of Riverwalk shut down with live music and then getting to see all of these artists bring their pieces to life is so cool. How many different medium styles are going to be there, do you know?
I don't know the number, but it's a lot of different mediums. So we have somebody doing raku pottery, we have somebody else, like lots of painters, lots of mixed media artists. Last year we had an ice sculptor. We're still kind of finalizing, so if you're an artist and looking to participate, get in touch as well.
I know an incredible muralist, and I'm calling him right when I leave here, and I'm telling him to participate in this wonderful event. So if people are maybe interested in signing up for this event, where can they do so? Is that right on your website as well?
Yeah, they can sign up online or just give us a call and we can give all the information.
Lauren, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us today, giving us all this great information and letting us come hang out in your safe space.
Thank you so much for being here. Hope to see you all soon.
Make sure that you go to their website, you check out all of the incredible events, and you participate in some of the great classes that they have coming up, some of the great events, and you get here for the Battle of the Artists, because I'm definitely coming now, and it's going to be a ton of fun. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good Morning Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the second hour of your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail here on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. I hope you enjoyed the very first hour. And now we're going to find out how that breakfast turns out with Tracy, with Cooking with Tracy in the kitchen. And we're going to see a great interview with Maddie. She's going to talk to David Yarrow. He's a world-renowned photographer. And if you've never seen his photos, take a look at that interview and you're going to want to look him up and see how amazing his photos are. And I want to remind everybody, you know, we were talking about all the outdoor fun as far as music and entertainment goes, but we also have the river. Whether you like to fish or go rafting, watch Mark Sassy every Friday here because he's going to give you a fishing report and give you tips and tools on how you can get your lines right and everything like that. He's really an expert, so you're going to want to watch Mark on Friday to find out how the fishing looks and where you can go fishing to get the best catches and all of that great stuff. And if you're like me and you like to get in the river but you're not really sure where to go because sometimes it's a little too rapidy or anything like that, give a call over to Vail Valley Anglers. Okay, they will give you the levels of the river, how fast they're moving, and where the safest spots are gone. So you can go enjoy a safe day on the river. Don't forget, always wear a life vest, everybody. We have a great second hour for you guys, so stick around and we'll be right back.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Well, then make sure you tune in every day at 6:30 and 10:30 p.m. to catch The Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your three favorite mountain towns, Park City, Utah, Vail, Colorado, and Reno, Tahoe. I'll be your host, Maddie Evans, and I can't wait to see you there.
When people think of world-class destinations, they're drawn to a place that provides opportunities for fine dining, shopping, superior lodging, exciting events, and unparalleled outdoor activities. Park City, Utah, and Vail, Colorado are renowned destinations for travelers and extraordinary homes for residents. Feature your exceptional products and services in these two luxury communities. Advertise with Park City Television and TV8 Vail. Contact us today.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. It's Sunday and I'm hungry and I've been watching too many clips of that frittata to not want to see the end result. We're finally going to get to see the end result of that frittata with Tracy from Cooking with Tracy right here on Good Morning Vail. Let's take a look.
Oh, those look like they're kind of starting to caramelize up pretty nicely. Here we go, pouring the eggs in. Eggs are nice because they're runny and they can they'll do their own thing. All right, make sure you get nice coverage. You're gonna see them. Turn the heat down just a little tiny bit. We want it to slow cook. And now let's take a look at the oven while this cooks. This is gonna take about 2 minutes on that side and about 2 minutes on the top. So as I get the broiler ready in the oven, I have it on the upper broiler, and notice that I've raised this kind of to the top, because what you want is for that nice hot broiler to broil the top of this egg. So get it up there pretty close. This is something you want to do before you preheat your oven, otherwise it's going to be nice and hot. Okay, so now let's take a look at our frittata. This is looking pretty good. I'm going to salt and pepper it again because we flavor as we go. And so you can see some of these pieces are starting to get more cooked than others. So let's just give it another sec. Still needs to cook a little bit. I like to make little holes in my egg sometimes. Should be over a medium heat. All right, we're gonna let that cook a little bit. Make sure it's on. You know, one of the things that you learn your stovetop. Every stovetop is different and you figure out yours. But one of the things is that there's certain parts of burners that are warmer than others. So I can tell that the top part is warmer than the bottom part because that part is not even starting to cook. So in the case of that, with this quick frittata, I'm just gonna roll it around. I mean, you get to know your stuff, right? Okay, so these potatoes and mirepoix have been cooking without me moving them. So let's move them around. Oh yeah. What? Can you hear me? See how those got nice and caramelized? That's what we want to see. That's our first step into really building a flavor profile. Now we're going to spread them out again. And we're going to turn the heat down because I had it cranked. I wanted to cook those. So we're going to turn the heat down to a medium low and just let those simmer away. Let's take another look at our frittata. As you can see around the edges. Ooh, yeah, that's frittata stuff right there for sure. You can see that it's starting to cook. The bottom looks like it's nicely cooked. I'm going to move around some red peppers just in case they, you know, when you pour something liquid in there, it kind of tends to shift things. But this looks good to me, and it looks like it's time to pop it in the oven. The frittata, which is just eggs and red pepper, has cooked on the bottom. I kind of like to make a cheesy top, so I'm going to take my cheddar cheese, shredded, and I'm going to cover the top. So this is going to brown up a little bit and give it kind of a crust. And like I was saying, like if you like those scrambled eggs with lots of cream and, you know, cream cheese so they're light and fluffy, this is going to be a different kind of style for you. All right, I'm turning that off, opening my oven because my cast iron pan is wicked heavy. Sorry, I'm from New England. I have to say wicked every once in a while. Pop this in. This is something you want to keep your eye on. It's a quick process. And it's gonna be hot. All right, so we're gonna keep our eye on that. Get rid of this. Stir up these potatoes a little bit more. Potatoes are looking good, and they smell good too. A nice addition to this meal would be like a little dollop of sour cream. You could either do it on the potatoes or you could put it on the frittata as well. Lots of times if you go to a nice brunch restaurant, they will serve the frittata and it'll have like a little salad on top of it, like just some greens with a squirt of lemon juice or something like that. That's always really nice to just kind of add a little bit. But again, if you're looking for a quick breakfast, this is how to do it. Keep seasoning your potatoes because potatoes are so boring and bland by themselves. They need a ton of salt and pepper. So make sure you give them that. All right. I don't want to look too soon, but I think I'm going to look. Let's see what this is doing in here. Oh, it's starting to bubble up. The cheese is bubbling up. It looks good. I'm going to give it like 30 more seconds. Literally, frittatas take like 5 or 6 minutes. And depending on how you feel about your egg cooked level, you know, and that might sound funny, but a lot of people are picky about how their eggs are cooked, me being one of those people, then you can keep it in here for a little bit longer if you like kind of a little bit more of a crispy one. But I think it's time to take it out because I had the broiler on high. The broiler is the mechanism up here that heats from the top down, and it's like the opposite of a grill. It's like the flames are coming from the top down and it's really, really hot. So it's a nice tool for quick use if you're looking for like a crust on something or you want to get something kind of toasted up. Speaking of toasted up, look at that. Let's see. That cheese is nice on there. Can you see how we can press that a little bit? Let's see if we've got some give on the bottom. Stir those potatoes. See, we start off not stirring the potatoes that much, and then after a while, we want to stir them, kind of. Okay, let's see how this frittata is looking. Oh yeah, look at that. If you can do that, success. That means you put enough olive oil on the bottom that it's going to stick together. That's going to not stick together. What am I talking about? The opposite of not stick together. It's going to come out. So there we go. That's what we want with our frittata. These are delicious. Let it cool down for a hot sec, but if you're going to take a longer break, get this frittata out of the pan. You asked me why? I think you should already know, because it's going to cook more in a hot pan. So remember how we let everything rest? We can let our eggs rest for a little while as well, and frittatas sometimes, often, are served cold. So you could serve it at room temperature. Quick break, stir the potatoes, get the frittata out of the pan. We will plate everything up in just a moment. Okay, we're back. How long did you let your frittata rest? I haven't let it rest that long, but the test of it is to flip it over and see if it actually falls out. So, drum roll, please. Real quick, real swift move. Yes! That is high risk because I was really hoping that it was going to fall out like that. And look, I got a little bit stuck there, but that's okay. This looks pretty good. Now what you do when you're doing the frittata is cut it in 4s because it's really only 6 eggs. So you don't want, you know, you need a kind of a beefy piece. All right, so here's our breakfast. You can have this for dinner. You can have this any time of the day. We're going to put some of those breakfast potatoes right on there. And those are chock full of vitamins and nutrients. We've got a lot of potatoes. You could even make these for like a side dish with steak or something like that if you wanted to. But here we go. We're going to put those right there. And then I'm going to get my frittata, put it the side up that was in the oven because that's a little bit of a prettier side. We'll put 2 of them on there because I'm a big eater. And then let's get a little dessert ball on there too. Here we go. This is your super simple breakfast. It's made with eggs, potatoes, and vegetables. We've got a little oatmeal in there as well. So you're definitely going to get some healthy nutrients. Put a little dollop of sour cream on top of that, or even a little garden salad that had like a lemon vinaigrette. That's how you fancy it up. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.
Good Morning Vail.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to the show. Another way to expand our minds is through photography. Whether you love to do it or watch it or just enjoy it, David Yarrow is a world-renowned photographer. Maddie had a chance to get on up to Sea Gallery in Beaver Creek and have a wonderful conversation with this man. He's incredible. Let's get inside his mind and see what he's all about.
Welcome back to the show. We're standing here in the beautiful C. Anthony Gallery with one of the most collected contemporary photographers in the world, and that's David Yarrow. Thank you so much for being here to chat with you.
It's great to be here. I know it's a very special place, Beaver Creek, and coming here in Vail, we meet so many old friends. So it's not work. It's great fun to come up here.
Well, we love when you come up here, only because your work is so phenomenal. You're taking our galleries by storm right now, and we've got so many incredible pieces around us, but you've really created a brand for yourself. So who is David Yarrow?
David Yarrow is a Scotsman in the late summer of his life, trying finally to make an honest living. He is a father, and my son's with me now, and we collaborate with many great Americans, and it's an honor to work with some of the people that we work with, and it's an honor to work with some of the galleries that we work with. I have been a photographer for probably 30, 40 years. I started taking first paid pictures when I was 17.
Wow.
So when people say you've been an overnight success, I say, well, not really, it's been 40 years. And there've been a lot of bumps on the road. But there's been a constancy and the determination to create art that engages people. And I think maybe my mother was an artist, and I learned a lot from what she got right and a lot what she got wrong. But I think artists should maybe think a little bit more about what the bar is looking for. And we're very focused on what people want rather than what we can necessarily take.
Which I think you do such a great job of capturing all of these incredible pieces, and you've done such a wonderful job throughout your entire career because you have so many different varieties, but you've really been focusing on this theme of the West. So what kind of drew you to the West?
Well, I think Taylor Sheridan's also very focused on the West at the moment with 1883 and the new series. And I think the second half of the 19th century in your country is the greatest story ever told. Partly because of the characters, the character-rich people, and partly because it was played out against the most extraordinary landscapes and backdrops, and the Colorado being a case in point because you have these extraordinary canyons, box canyons like Telluride and Creed that we love to film in. So it's the character richness of the second half of the 19th century that allows you, as a storyteller, you've got so much material to play with.
Well, so what helped you discover America West as you were kind of starting this inspiration in all of these great works of art, because we have so many of them around us right now?
I think all artists, they copy, they get ideas from seeing the work of others. I remember when we filmed in Telluride, we were very conscious of the fact that Tarantino shot The Hateful Eight very close to where we're filming. So inevitably, you go and watch it, and you go and watch it again. He himself said that artists tend to have very few original ideas. You get thrown ideas from the things that you see. And I think there is so much potential still. Colorado, Montana, Texas, Wyoming, they're all places that we feel that we haven't really done more than scratch the surface of.
There are some incredible places to shoot here, and we're always so lucky when we have you in our community taking some great pictures. Now, your work has been insanely successful throughout the U.S. Now, you've worked with some very large icons, and so who has been kind of the biggest standout to you and why?
Well, we're photographing with a very big icon next week, but we can't say who it is right now, other than the fact I think New Yorkers are very fond of him. I guess here looking around, I mean, I've worked with Cindy Crawford a lot, and she is a true icon, and my team all think that she is the best of the best in terms of professionalism, charm, the way she treats people, and she's a beautiful person inside as well as out. So it's and when you work with the best like that, it keeps you on the top of your game, which I like to be. But I don't want to go backwards. But we've also worked with a load of people from the world of Hollywood and sport. And, you know, I know Russell's not had the greatest of seasons at the Broncos, but I think there are many people other than Russell that would probably take a bit of responsibility for that. But he's been great to work with as well.
Which is so cool, and it gives you so many wonderful opportunities. Now let's talk a little bit more about the philanthropy side of things, because you are a very large philanthropist and you're very involved with your work, and you make sure your work is very involved with it. So can you give us some more information on that?
I think it just gives an added purpose to what we do. It also allows me to work with people perhaps that I wouldn't get the access to if I just said, here's a project that's purely for financial gain. Whereas we turn around and say, here's a project whereby we could give $1 million back to a pediatric cancer hospital or something like that, I think it encouraged them to get involved in something that's slightly different. I think also for everyone, it doesn't matter whether you're your age or my age, I think contextuality is important. We're very blessed being in a ski resort like this on a beautiful day, but there are people that are far less fortunate than us, and spending time with them, I think, lends contextuality to what you do, and humility. I'm an artist, but I'm a father first and foremost. That's the most important thing for me.
And I loved seeing your son come in with you. You guys both had gigantic smiles on your faces. He's here helping you set up everything.
Because when we're coming through, there was someone giving a critique of the work inside. And they didn't know that the artist was walking past, and they went, "Yeah, the pictures are whatever, but the sculptures are really good." So we thought that was very entertaining. And everyone's entitled to a view.
Right. Well, sometimes you catch those right at the right moment, and you get them as you're walking into your own gallery show.
My middle name's going to be whatever now. It's like they're whatever.
Now, you just released a new book, so can you give us some more information about the new book, what people can expect from it, and where people can find it?
Well, hopefully not on eBay from the people that bought it last night, but hopefully you can get it in Barnes & Noble. You can get it obviously on Amazon. You can get it here where it's going to be signed. The proceeds, it's all for charity. You know, books, there's no money in books unless you write about wizards or werewolves or pasta. But it's like a nice business card, but if it helps raise money as well. It's a book of stories. I'm a storyteller. And it's just a collection of stories of some of the photographs we've taken.
Which I think is so cool. Now, I do want to ask you, because you are known for selling such incredible pieces of art. You've curated such a collection. Now, you've had pieces sell for up to $100,000. What's next for you?
I'm going to get some sleep. I'm Scottish, and our rugby team have a very important rugby match tomorrow, so I'm going to be scrambling around trying to find somewhere. And I know it's not on here, but we'll find a way to watch that at 8 o'clock. We're always, you know, being an artist is a journey. It's the journey that matters. It's not the final destination. I don't know what I'm going to be photographing in a year's time, but there'll be a journey. I didn't know what I would be photographing last week, a year ago. So, but the key thing is always to be authentic and try and do different stuff. I'm not quite sure where we'll be in 3 months' time, but I know where we'll be in the next 6 to 8 weeks, and we've got some exciting projects in New York next week.
Well, we're excited to see those upcoming projects. Now, if you had to give one piece of advice to a younger David Yarrow right now, what would you say to him?
One piece of advice. I think the most important thing of advice I give to every aspiring photographer is make sure no one can be a bigger critic of your work than yourself. To be really tough on yourself. We're very tough on ourselves. You know, last year, I don't think had a particularly good year creatively. I think maybe I took 4 strong pictures. And this year, I've taken 2 so far this year. So if we can do 5 a year, I see too many people using their website as a sort of photo dump, and they go away for a week to somewhere and they put 100 pictures on the. Are you really saying that every hour you take a picture the world needs to see? That's exceptional. You must be exceptionally talented to do that. So our goal is five pictures in a year. And the other thing I think is to read and research. And when I was 20, by the time I was 25, I knew the business model of every relevant contemporary photographer in the world. That was my job, just to understand what they were getting right and what they were getting wrong. Ansel Adams, your most famous photographer, said photography is about the work of others. Learning from the work of others, seeing things you like and things you don't like. Photography is not about a camera, it's about your heart. I think too many people obsess about camera settings and camera manuals. My biggest fear is, you know, one of these events, some camera geek asks me a question about 285 of the manual, and I have no idea what they're talking about. So I'm much more, it's all about your heart and your soul. It's not about the piece of metal in front of you.
Which I think is so important. Now, we've got some great images around us right now and some very well curated images around us. And so can you tell me just a little bit more about what the curation process is like?
Well, if you're in charge of staging a picture, so there's no element of spontaneity, it is beholden on you to have a compositional balance. And if you're trying to use one picture, 1/250th second to tell a story, you've got to make every part of the frame sweat. So you've got to make sure there's no tension points, that every part of the picture has a role to play in telling a story. So if you carefully compose a picture, it's almost like you've got to have a surgeon's eye for detail, which is a long way from where I started photographing sport or skiing, like up here, where it's more spontaneous. You're capturing a moment, but you're taking a picture rather than making a picture. I make pictures, and I'm very unapologetic about that. I think if you're simply taking a picture, there's an extent to which it might not be art, because art does involve a degree of preconception. Whereas if it's just capturing something that happens in front of your camera, there hasn't, by definition, been that preconception. That doesn't mean it can't be a great picture, but the creative process is fairly stunted because there hasn't been a preconception behind it.
Which I think is so cool, and I think it's so incredible to have you here in our community joining us, giving us all this great information. David Yarrow,
You're very kind.
a legend here in Beaver Creek at the C. Anthony Gallery. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us and giving us all this great information, and thank you for the inspiration that you carry through all your work.
Bless you. You're very kind. Thank you.
Make sure that you make your way up to the C. Anthony Gallery. You check out his incredible artwork because there are so many amazing pieces throughout our community, and you can definitely find a bunch of them up here at the C. Anthony Gallery. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
It's that time of the morning where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now we've got a Rumple blanket with us, which this is the original puffy blanket, and if you have not seen one of these, well then they are great for the environment, and the reason that is because this blanket right here is made out of 60 recycled water bottles. So I'm just going to fold this down a little bit. You can see what the blanket looks like. These are absolutely amazing if you're getting out there to do anything outside. They are water and stain resistant as they are finished with a DWR on there, making it nice and convenient for all of your outdoor needs. Not only does it curl up into this nice little packaging, so it's super low-key, mellow to take anywhere with you, but as well as getting it out and about, it is made with synthetic insulation, which means that it is machine washable, so if you do spill something on it, it's super easy to get nice and clean. You can see that this is a beautiful one with the Arches National Park on it. You can head over to Sun and Ski Sports to get your hands on one of these fabulous blankets, or you can go to their website at sunandski.com, and that way you can order one right to your house. We want to thank them for bringing you this product of the week. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Time to rise and shine? There's no better way to start your day off than with the Good Morning Vail crew. You asked for more and TV8 delivered. Good Morning Vail is here for you with your local news, sports, weather, and community events every morning from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. No matter the season, we give you a reason to watch, so grab your coffee and join the fun. Live stream us at tv8vail.com or on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. And remember, there's more for you on 92.
Good Morning Vail.
Hi friends, Avisha Scarborough here with Vail Vibes, and I'm so excited to share with you all the exciting events coming up in Beaver Creek this summer. We spoke to Rachel Levitsky from Beaver Creek Resort, and here's what she had to say.
Summer is this hidden gem at Beaver Creek. We're kicking things off Memorial Day weekend with Blues, Brews, and Barbecue in Beaver Creek Village. We've got pit masters, blues bands across the village, and awesome local breweries. So that will be a really fun start to the summer season. And then the mountain opens. Our lifts start spinning on June 17th for the summer. And we've got tons of activities, hiking, biking, 4x4 tours, you name it, we've got it. We're excited to welcome you to Mountain Adventure here in Beaver Creek.
In addition to all that mountain adventure is some mountain music. There's no shortage of musical acts this summer.
This season, we're kicking off Beaver Creek Unplugged, which is Thursday night concert series. Starts on June 22nd, and we're bringing in some national acts like American Idol winner Maddie Pop and the North Mississippi All-Stars. We've got a huge range of bands, and it's going to be so much fun. Something else that's really special about Beaver Creek is our Villar Performing Arts Center. It's a 500-seat auditorium underneath our covered ice rink in the summer, and we've got some amazing acts, including Lyle Lovett and a huge number of national bands.
And in case you're wondering what becomes of the Beaver Creek ice skating rink, well, they put it to good use.
In the summer, we cover our ice rink and put picnic tables down. It's a great place for seating. You can enjoy our common consumption area there. And then that's where we have the stage for a lot of our live music. And during our festivals, it's the spot to be. We also offer yoga on the covered ice rink in the summer on Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday mornings.
And of course, there's all the cherished signature events. After Blues, Brews, and Barbecues, there's the Independence Day celebration on July 4th. And then there's Oktoberfest, which draws its inspiration from what you could call a distant relative.
We have a sister city, Lech, in Austria, and so it lends this really nice authenticity to our Oktoberfest. The village is so vibrant during that time, and we're super excited this year to welcome the Breakers, who are a Tom Petty tribute band, and then also Konstantin Maroulis, who's an American Idol finalist.
And with all that activity to choose from, I asked Rachel what's on her must-do list.
Bino's cabin. So we have an on-mountain cabin. It's beautiful, tucked away in this wildflower-laden meadow. And you can either take a 4x4 tour up there, you can ride a horse up there for dinner, and then you're going to be treated to a 5-course Colorado cuisine menu from executive chef Mackenzie Nicholson. It is something you don't want to miss.
Stay tuned for more Vail Vibes, where I update you on all the fun events going on that you definitely don't want to miss out on. See you next time.
Good Morning Vail.
Join host Mitch English and Reese Pascal for Daily Flash, a live, upbeat, and fun take on today's news, entertainment, and social media trends. Our host will keep you informed, entertained, and ready to jumpstart your day. Tune in to Daily Flash.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs, and we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades, and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now, and they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s, and we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine made indoor outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is That was so easy. Thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Vail Skin and Lashes, located in the heart of Avon, offers a full array of aesthetic and medical treatments and services. We feature only the highest quality products in an upscale medical-grade skincare boutique. Experience this luxurious, welcoming, and inviting environment. We are dedicated to providing expert personalized care, artistry, wellness, beauty. That's Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Are you in the market for a new job and are you starting to feel a little bit heavy about it? Well, there's a term for that, and we've got an expert to talk to us about why you could be feeling this, and that's RecruiterGuy Bill Humbert. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me this morning, Bill.
Maddie, it's so good to be back. I enjoy chatting with you and your audience.
I love chatting with you only because I think you're a wealth of knowledge and I could sit here and pick your brain all day, but we're talking about something really specific right now, and especially as people kind of get in, we're creatures of habit, so we get into these routines and we like to see things through and we like to start a pattern and stick with the pattern, and so sometimes when you're maybe in the place of a career change, it can feel a little bit heavy. And tell us about your experience as you've been the recruiter guy for quite some time.
So Maddie, over the past 40 plus years as a talent attraction consultant, mingled with 26 plus years of career coaching executives and managers, many times the professionals that I coached complained that they were in a funk. And they claimed they didn't know where it came from. But I knew.
And so as we're talking about this word funk, why were they in a funk, and can you describe what a funk is to us?
Yeah, a funk is when somebody is really in a little bit of a depression. They don't want to describe it as such, probably because of, what it seems like that word means. But, they're down and they are really upset. And, it's natural if you either have lost a job or you've been in a job for a long time and you've maybe had a manager change and you dislike the manager and now you've decided, I got to make a move and I'm not happy about it. So what they don't realize is that they're experiencing the stages of grieving. And that's a natural thing that we all go through. If you lose a loved one, if you lose a pet that you've had for a long time, and if you lose your job. And the first signal that you're in that grieving is that fear that you feel, am I going to be able to find a new job? How am I going to pay my bills? And then sometimes they will blend that with anger. And they'll be angry with the company for letting them go or forcing them to make a job change. And then now they start to slide into that depression. And, it's, what am I going to do next? I met a person last Friday outside up here in Park City, and she was laid off from her job. And she's going, but how how am I going to do this? How am I going to get through this? And so we talked about how to work our way through it. Some people will go through a period of denial, where they say, it's not my fault that I got laid off. It's the CEO's fault or somebody else's fault. And then finally they reach a point where it's called acceptance. And now they're ready to move on. And I like to tell people, put that company in your rearview mirror and don't even look at it anymore.
Which I think is so important, and especially if you're starting a new chapter of your life, it's better to have that clean slate. Now, what are some of the first steps people can take as they're going through this grieving process?
In my book, Expect Success, The Science of the Over 50 Career Search, my suggestion is to pick up a sheet of legal paper. Now, I want the legal paper because it's longer, not the short paper, and put professional on one side, make one column professional and personal on the other, and write professional and personal on the top. And then list all of your professional and personal skills in their appropriate columns. And fill every single line and with the skills or experience. And some will blend over between both sides. Some will be, depending what you're doing. If you are a chef, then you're probably naturally going to have chef over there on the personal side as well as the professional side. But if you're not a chef, then, maybe empathetic. If you're empathetic, you're going to be empathetic naturally on the personal side and on the professional side. But list everything that you feel is one of your skills or one of your positive experiences that you bring to a company. Now, all of us have a skill or experience that we don't want to do again. And there might be more than one. And so go back through both columns and put an asterisk next to the skills that you enjoy doing or the experience that you enjoy having, and do that through both columns. And when you get finished with that, the next step is really important. Create a story based on your experience that demonstrates that positive skill or experience.
Now, as people are in the markets, maybe just for a new career or to make that shift themselves, why is this exercise so important for them to do?
When you think about it, it really makes a lot of sense. This is a way for a person to reinforce their self-worth and improve their self-confidence, because now they're reviewing all the things that they were successful doing, and that brings those memories back that you may have lost during the earlier pieces of grieving. And the additional value of doing this exercise is that by creating these stories that demonstrate those skills and those experiences, now you're preparing for your interviews already. Now, I'm going to tell you something about your brain. Your brain enjoys doing this to you. You get all through your list, and then your brain goes 2 days later, guess what? I left a couple of them out. So your brain just does that naturally. And it's important to know that these lists are dynamic. So as your brain says, okay, there's something else I didn't want to tell you, and now I am, make sure that you add those to your list. And then put an asterisk or not, all of that experience is part of who you are.
I think all of this is so beneficial, and especially for these people who are maybe not only looking to grow professionally, but this is also going to help them grow personally. Now, you mentioned this fabulous book that you have earlier in the interview, and this is your third book that you've published. Can you tell us more about it?
I really love this book. And part of the reason is that with the 40 plus years of talent attraction consulting experience mingled with those 26 plus years of professional career coaching experience, who would be better than me to write this book. I'm an expert in both areas. And most times, if you go to the library and you look at career search books, most of them have been written either by writers that have written other things or by career coaches that say they're career coaches. But my experience is unique because when I recruit, I'm working directly with the managers. And I know what the managers' feelings are. I know what they're afraid of. And I know how candidates can ask the right questions to, first of all, determine for themselves that the position is the right position, but secondly, for the managers to determine that they're the right person for it. So, as the Google and Bing #1 ranked talent attraction consultant, recognize that RecruiterGuy.com business is the expert in that area as well as in the career search. So my book is written as a step-by-step guide to finding your next position. And remember, I did not and do not say that it's easy. It requires hard work and focus. But my salary negotiation script, don't tell anybody, will help you bring home the best part, more income, if you follow my script.
Bill, you're such a wealth of knowledge, and it's always so fun and fascinating to chat with you. And especially as someone who loves their career, it always sparks interest in my brain to just see what other options are out there. And that's one of the coolest things about what you do. Now, if people are interested in your services, what's the best way for them to get in contact with you, whether they're a business or whether they're looking for that career change themselves?
The best way to reach me is RecruiterGuy.com. And if you go to my homepage, you can see Speak with Bill and just click on that, and that'll take you to my calendar, and you can set up a time that we can talk. And we can do it on Zoom, and that way you can see me and I can see you and answer any questions that you may have, either talent attraction type questions or career search questions.
Bill, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us, giving us this great information, and taking the time to chat with me. I think that you are such a fascinating individual, and I think that your career choice is absolutely perfect for who you are because you do it so well.
Thanks, Maddie. Yeah, I think it was a great career choice, and someday I'll tell you the story about what happened in my previous job previous to recruiting.
I cannot wait to hear this story. I love getting to know where people have come from to know where they are now. So thank you again for taking the time to chat with us.
Thank you. Look forward to the next time.
Make sure that if you have any career questions that you reach out to the recruiter guy, Bill Humbert, because he does such a good job at guiding you through whether you are a business looking for that help in that talent attraction, or if you're an individual looking to personally and professionally grow, well then he's got some great options for you as well. We're about to take a short break, and when we come back from the break, we've got more of the show, so stay tuned.
Good Morning Vail.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tva8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Good Morning Vail.
Thank you so much for tuning in to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz. I had a wonderful weekend with you guys. Don't forget, we have a full week ahead of us with so many great segments and, of course, lots of personalities. We have Avisha, our new girl, and she's great. She does the entertainment. We have Gretchen, who does glitz and glam. We have Cece, who does Good Day Vail. We have Maddie, who's here during the week, along with Kevin and Mark Sassy. What a great crew, and we want to thank everybody in that production room, because without them, well, we wouldn't even look good, much less sound good. So thanks to everybody here, and of course, Danielle, our fearless leader. Thank you very much. Tune in for an amazing week of so much entertainment on your favorite show here in the Vail Valley. We are Good Morning Vail on TV8.
Good Morning Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing.